I really do think that there is a plant inside the RNC.
What?
And it is a Democrat that was planted in there somewhere in like 2013, 2014, with the sole purpose of making Republicans the dumbest political party that's ever existed.
What an idiot! Oh, what a loser!
Anti-American dictators around the world will smell the weakness.
They see a weak Biden administration.
Right now, we have a president who is very weak abroad and at home, and he's brought it to himself because of his policies.
He also has put America in a weaker position. He threatened our security by making us dependent on other nations.
The Saudis and their friends in the United Arab Emirates believe that they can do whatever they want to the United States.
Like, Biden didn't even have to give a good speech last night. The Republicans, time and again, just
help make it amazing.
Boom.
Some of my Republican friends want to take the economy hostage. I get it, unless I agree to their economic plans. All of you at home should know what those plans are. Instead of making the wealthy pay their fair share, some Republicans want Medicare and Social Security to sunset. I'm not saying it's a majority. Let me give you, anybody who doubts it, contact my office. I'll give you a copy. I'll give you a copy of the proposal.
He wants you to yell. He wants you to shout. As my grandma from Dalton, Georgia would say, he wants you to act like you were raised in a barn.
That means Congress doesn't vote. Well, I'm glad to see you. No, I tell you, I enjoy conversion. You know, it means if Congress doesn't keep the programs the way they are, they'd go away. Other Republicans say, I'm not saying it's a majority of you. I don't even think it's even a significant, but it's being proposed by individuals. I'm not politely not naming them, but it's being proposed by some of you. Look, folks, the idea is that we're not going to be moved into being threatened to default on the debt if we don't respond. Folks.
Good job. You did all of those things.
Lawmakers booing and calling him a liar after he claimed that Republicans want to end Medicare and Social Security, something Kevin McCarthy, the House Speaker, shot down and continues to shoot down.
At one point, it looked like you were trying to shush your side of the aisle. What happened?
Well, the president was trying to goat the members, and the members are passionate about it. But the one thing the president was saying is something that he knew was not true. I just spent an hour with him. I've said it many times before. Social Security and Medicare are off the table. He tries to use that for a political ploy.
And remember, during the Obama administration, as part of I believe they call it a grand bargain, Obama was willing to cut Social Security specifically. And I bring that up because, look, Biden was his VP. And part of the problem with Obama, and part of the reason why someone like Trump was able to get elected, again, this is part of the reason, is because people did not feel like the Democrats, the establishment Democrats, were looking out for their best economic interests.
But when it's going to get a little rowdy when you attack in such an outrageous way. I mean, it's the standard go-to line for Democrats when they don't really have anything to offer, which is Republicans are going to push Granny over the cliff and take your Social Security and your Medicare.
And then this is the one that gets me when it's talking about how they're talking about sunsetting Social Security and Medicare every 5 years. Nobody dreamed that up.
Not one Republican in the House of Representatives is talking about changing Medicare or Social Security benefits. Not one. And of course, the president couldn't name one.
Social Security and Medicare every 5 years. Nobody dreamed that up. That was the head of the Republican Senate Campaign Committee. He won't say his name. I will say his name. Say his name. Rick Scott.
I have no interest in changing the Medicare program. I want to make sure we preserve the benefits of Medicare and Social Security. I don't know one Republican who wants to change that.
Say his name. Rick Scott.
I want to make sure we preserve the benefits of Medicare and Social Security.
The most powerful Republican in the United States Senate for running campaigns. So they're acting like jackasses because they can't deal with the truth.
There are a lot of people that did like that back and forth, though, because what he was saying wasn't truthful.
Help make it amazing.
Boom.
The Republicans aren't going to take away Social Security, aren't going to take away Medicare. You ask any of them, and they all say the same thing. So it was nice to see them be able to stand up for themselves.
Because they can't deal with the truth. They just can't deal with the truth. And they make themselves look foolish.
Are you stupid?